All right. Hello, everyone. We are now in installment number 10 for the year. My goodness, I can't believe it's October. So, this is the Year of You Self Care series. My name is Allie Phillips. And the topic for this month is how to have self care when you have babies, kids, and/or pets. So, the information that I'm going to talk about is not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. And let me tell you a little bit about me. I am a former prosecuting attorney. I have been an attorney for 25 years, focused on either being a criminal prosecutor or teaching criminal prosecutors and law enforcement. I'm a public speaker. I travel around the world, educating prosecutors, law enforcement, child protection workers, domestic violence workers, and animal protection workers on family violence and animal abuse. I've also written several books. I am the CEO and founder of a nonprofit where I help domestic violence shelters create on-site pet kennels. I have a healing business called Manifested Harmony because I am certified as a master teacher in 3 different energy healing modalities. I'm an essential oil educator. And as a result of all of that, I am a self-care seeker this year. I have really been on a mission. So, here's one of the books that I wrote earlier this year that has been a really big seller. It's called The Oily Pet. You can get it at my website, manifestedharmony.com. And I wrote this book to not only give you comfort and confidence in using essential oils safely with your cats and dogs, but you can actually educate others directly from this book. I set it up like a class. You can gift it to other people. So I actually have bulk discounts. So I would encourage you to get that as we go into the holiday season. It's a great stocking stuffer. And this has been our Year of You Self-Care series. It started back in January. And if you're looking for any of these recordings, you can go on to the Manifested Harmony website. You see the link there to my essential oil classes, and you will find the links to all of the recordings, or you can just go onto my YouTube page, YouTube/Manifested Harmony. You'll find them under the Essential Oil playlist. But I do these webinars the second Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern. So after today, let's see, what are the dates? In November, we're going to talk about self-care through giving back. And that is going to be on Wednesday, November 13th. And the final webinar of the year is going to be on December 11th. And that is self-care through faith and soul work. So I picked this topic because I actually polled my essential oil team. And when I gave them all sorts of options, they wanted self-care. So this has been a really big topic all year. I have been learning better self-care because if we don't take care of ourselves, we are not good for anyone. So this is a really important topic if you have babies or kids or pets, because if you are not taking care of yourself, it is impacting them. So, like I said, the theme this month is babies, kids, and pets. And so it's all about the human-animal bond. It's all about our natural connection with each other. It's our connection with our inner child. It's taking care of ourselves when we do have others that rely on us for their well-being. So this really is for anyone who has a 2-legged or 4-legged baby that they're taking care of. To me, moms are not just limited to 2-legged human children. I have a lot of friends, and me included, who have animal babies. They don't grow up. They are perpetually toddlers. They never grow up. And if on this webinar he decides to make an appearance, I have a new kitty here. I just rescued a 12-year-old kitty from an animal control shelter. His name is Dobby. So he might make an appearance, but I am actually learning how to take care of myself as I integrate a new cat into my home. So this month is also about if your inner child has been silenced. That's happened with a lot of people. because we spend so much time being an adult to our family, to those that we take care of, or to our work, that we actually forget that there's a fun part of us. We actually forget what we loved as a child. So, too many times we put our self-care on the back burner, and that doesn't benefit anyone. So, for anyone who feels like they're behaving like a martyr, all you're doing is hurting yourself. And I hope this webinar helps. So, I want you to think about when you last did one of these. So, when was the last time you put off a vacation or even taken a day trip? Because you have kids, you have babies, you have pets, and you don't know how you're going to get away. When was the last time you declined a dinner invitation, a movie invitation, or a night out because of who you care for? When was the last time that you went a whole day without any time for yourself? Probably today, right? Probably today. When was the last time that you didn't give yourself any fun time? No fun time. We need to do something fun every day, because here's the thing. Only you can live your life. If you're not living your life, who's going to live it for you? And at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying your life, if you're not doing something that brings you joy and brings you laughter and brings a smile to your face, why did you wake up? Really? Why did you wake up? So when was the last time that you just said, I don't have time for fun? I hear this so many times from women. We got to stop that. When was the last time that you read a book, or you quieted your mind, or you went for a walk, or you were able to exercise? Because I hear from too many where they say, I have no time to read a book or to quiet my mind or to exercise. I wake up and I go all day, and then I pass out in bed. That's not living. That's a robotic life. When was the last time that you had great intentions for a project, but you had no time for it? I've been running into that lately because this has been my busy season. September, I can't even tell you how I got everything produced that I needed to produce. 4 books and 7 new classes on top of everything else. And I did it. But I had to give up a lot of stuff, but I chose not to give up my self-care in the process. So when was the last time that you had a project, something that you wanted to do, but you didn't do it because of those who you care for? Took priority. When was the last time that you planned to have a good night's sleep, but you didn't get it because a baby woke you up, a child woke you up, a pet woke you up? If putting yourself last is your default, I'm actually going to talk about some Young Living products that can help you not only care for your little ones, but also give you permission to care for yourself. Because self-care is not neglecting your little ones, and it certainly is not neglecting yourself. It's making sure that you are your best, because if you are not your best, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, you are teaching your children to replicate the same. When was the last time you acted like a kid? Like, what did you enjoy? Roller coasters? Roller skating? Swimming? Going for a bike ride? For the fun of it, not for the exercise of it, for the fun of it. When was the last time you did something fun? Because this is what happens when we start caring for others. We get into serious adult mode and, I have responsibilities. Oh, hogwash. There are other people around all of us who can chip in and help us out so that we can go and enjoy a day to ourselves, okay? So if you are saying to yourself, I can't afford to do that, I don't have the time, hogwash, I need you to take a really good look in the mirror and say, that's ridiculous. You can do it. You're choosing not to do it, but you're also setting a very bad habit for your children. Or if you have animal children, you're just throwing your life away. Your animals wouldn't want that for you. A lot of people love to be super moms, whether it's the two-legged or four-legged little ones. They love it. They wear it like a badge. They wear it like a cape. They wear it like a banner, and they have a tiara, and they love it. They love it. But here's what happens. You're burned out physically, and you have little energy to actually do fun things with your family at the end of the day or at the end of the week. I mean, how many times have you said to your spouse or your partner, I've been home all day taking care of these kids. I don't have any energy. Okay? You're burned out emotionally, and you may snap emotionally, just get angry. You may just snap at your loved ones and just get angry because you're tired. You're trying to be a super mom, and you're just trying to do it all. You're burned out mentally, which actually can impact your work, can impact your self-esteem. You're burned out spiritually because you have no time to sit with your thoughts, to connect to the universal energies, and to listen. So you have no guidance. You feel lost in life. And because you have no guidance and no path, you're like, well, okay, I'm caring for little ones. I go to work and I care for them, or I stay at home and I care for them. I don't get a life. Hogwash, again, I call BS on it. You have to have your own life. You have to have your own life. And it can start with just giving yourself quiet time to connect and to listen, to get that guidance. Because what happens when you supermom yourself to the point of exhaustion, your family, your friends, and your coworkers are going to keep a distance because you're exhausted, you complain, you have no time for enjoyment. They kind of move on. They kind of stop asking you to get together. You actually feel like you're living life on someone else's terms, and you're just kind of waiting for it to be over. I have friends who are just waiting for kids to go off to college, and it's like, wow, they're so exhausted and stressed, running their kids all over the place and doing so much, and taking care of the pets and taking care of their spouse. It's like, take care of yourself first. And you're actually going to enjoy that whole process with your spouse and your pets and your kids growing up. And when you're living this way, it can actually make you physically sick. And we actually find that many women get a really scary diagnosis after their kids leave for college. So it's really good to start taking care of yourself now. And so this is my 10 tips. This is what I do every day. This is part of my self-care routine that I instituted this year. Number one, I wake up and I write in my gratitude journal. I find joy. I find gratitude. I appreciate me. And sometimes I get lost during the day, but I pull myself back at the end of the day. I use essential oils from the start of the day to the end. In the shower, I use them. I'm drinking Nincturette. I'm putting essential oils in my water because you need to drink water if you want to stay well. I'm using it in my skincare. I use my essential oils when I have my quiet time. Eating whole foods is essential. If you are eating through a bag, a box, or a drive-through window, that is actually feeding your exhaustion. Moving, stretching. It doesn't have to be going to the gym. It doesn't have to be working out for a marathon. Just move. Today was a beautiful Michigan fall day. And I had the thought that, because I have this cat, Dobby, I don't know where he puts himself under the blankets. He did that at the shelter. It's a really cute trait. But I had this thought that, I need to come in here and spend some time with him because he's isolated right now from my cats, Stella and Rudy. I do a very slow introduction. But I said, no, I need to take care of myself. I have been go since 5:30 a.m. and it was 3 p.m. and it's like, no. And I went for a walk. I just needed 20 minutes. So get moving. And it really energized me. Use Progestins Plus at night and put restful essential oils in your diffuser. This is what I do every day to take care of myself. And another thing, and I really love to talk about the chakras, and all year long we have been working our way up from the earth chakra to the root chakra to the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the zeal chakra, the throat chakra. Well, now we're on the third eye. We are working our way up. And our third eye chakra is all about intuition, taking in information, and having a clear mind. And when you are a super mom to two-legged or four-legged babies, and you are just go, 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 and doing everything for them and going to work, and just you have a huge to-do list, your third eye chakra, boom, shuts down. Is like, you got to give yourself connection time and quiet time. So the third eye chakra is associated with our pituitary gland, which is our like human growth hormone that keeps us well. It's associated with our amygdala, which is where our emotions are stored. It's also connected with our eyes, our sinuses. And when we have imbalances, we could have headaches, depression, hormonal issues. So when the third eye is balanced, you're intuitive, like you just know stuff. You're perceptive, you're imaginative, like you give yourself that imagination time to dream. And you live holistically with nature. You give yourself that time to go out and have a walk, or just put your feet in the grass. When your third eye is depleted, you lack imagination. You're easily stressed, like you can just snap on just the slightest thing. You have slow thinking, slow decision making, and you actually have poor vision and memory. And when the third eye is inflamed, like it's overactive, you have difficulty concentrating because your brain is just racing. It's go, 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 go. You have obsessive thoughts. You have difficulty making decisions. You can't sleep. You have nightmares. And so I like to always recommend crystals and essential oils because I'm an advanced crystal master and teach crystal classes. And so the crystals, if you have these, just lay down and put them right here on your forehead. Amethyst, apophyllite, azurite, angelite, and celestite are absolutely my favorite third eye crystals. I personally love azurite. It just blows open my third eye. When I need guidance on something, when I need answers, I lay down, put azurite there, boom. It's like, ooh, thank you very much. And with essential oils, the Young Living oils that I love are Awaken, the Awaken blend, frankincense, the Inspiration blend, Palo Santo, and sandalwood. These are amazing for your third eye. And your third eye really relates to taking care of others because you need that guidance. You need that connection, but you also need that connection for yourself so that you don't lose your life in the process of taking care of somebody else. So let's go through some lifestyle recommendations. So here's the thing. You have to have you time every day. If you're a new mom with a brand new baby, you need you time every day. Yes, you have a life, a helpless life that is 100% solely dependent on you. But if you have a spouse or a partner or parents or friends, anybody who can give you a half an hour break, anybody. Just to take a long private shower by yourself. No one's around. If you have pets, your pets likely come into the bathroom with you. Shut the door. Give yourself a private shower. I mean, you'll be amazed at how you feel. I actually get my best ideas in the shower because running water is very therapeutic and actually opens up your third eye. Be kind to yourself because when you get exhausted, you can really get down on yourself. Breathe when you get frustrated. Eat as many whole foods with every meal as you can and drink a lot of water. Don't drink energy drinks. Don't hold yourself up with caffeine. Don't drink soda pop. I personally drink Ningxia Red. I will put some Ningxia Nitro in it because that is the energy boost and the mental boost. And it works great because, don't get me wrong, I love coffee, but caffeine makes me too hyper. That is perfect for energy. But you want whole foods in your life. You also want to laugh. So whether you're nursing a new baby or you got kids running around or pets that are all over the place that you're taking care of, put in a funny movie. Like, seriously, one of my favorite funny movies is the Sisters movie with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. Oh my gosh, that movie it just cracks me up. I love it. You'll feel so good. Get moving. Even if you can't leave the house, like we're coming into winter here, and at some points it's like, I'm not going outside. Walk around your house, like turn your house into a lap, where you can walk a lap. Get yourself some quiet time. If you've got to go out in the garage and sit in your car to get quiet time, please do it. Please do it. If you have Sirius XM radio, put on the spa channel. Yeah, put the spa channel on, sit in your car. Give yourself even 5 minutes just to be by yourself. Give yourself time to read or to journal. This is so important. Ground yourself. Go outside, put your feet on the ground. Use grounding oils, use grounding crystals. Hug a tree. Seriously, it will ground your energy. Give yourself time to connect with your partner. If you don't have a partner, give yourself time where you can connect with your little ones in a genuine heart-to-heart way, not where you're just taking care of them and cleaning up after them, like really a connection with them. And I'm going to talk about some products that'll help you actually do that. If you have to do chores, housework or yard work, play fun music, play an inspirational podcast in the background to get you hyped up. And if you can, hire somebody to clean your house or to do your yard work. If you can do it, that's probably going to be the best money you've ever spent. But other things you can do is know when to say no and know when to say yes. This is one of the biggest ones, because if you say yes to everything that you think your kids should be doing, yes to everything that you think you should be doing for your kids rather than delegating it, yes to helping just one more pet or volunteering for one more event, there's going to be very little of you left in a couple of years. Very little of you left. So say no to another school committee. Say no to being on PTA. Say no to another bake sale. Say no to helping out in a classroom. Say no to helping out to another fundraiser. And start saying yes to you, because you're going to be more connected with your children and with your pets and with your spouse or partner. Just start saying no. Always say yes to yourself. Always say yes to your loved ones. Another thing is to simplify your daily calendar and just eliminate the things that are not important or that don't bring you joy. I've actually been doing that. I have actually been spending no time with people who do not inspire me or bring me joy. I won't give them my time anymore. I give my time to things that bring me joy. So I've even changed both of my businesses to where I focus on things completely different. But when you have little ones that you're taking care of, slow down your kids' schedule, because you're teaching them to live a life of hectic, and they're going to feel as burned out as you do. I mean, the statistics are horrible of kids that are actually suffering from burnout, and they're in grade school. And it's because they're in too many events. They're in ballet and they're in piano, and then they play soccer. And then, they have all of these after school activities because everybody thinks that they got to keep up with the Joneses, but it's actually hurting the kids. So slow down and then plan your weekly calendar and block out time for you. Like, block it out and say, this is my time. If you have older kids, make dinner. I need a half an hour to myself. I'm going and I'm sitting in my car. Don't bug me. Give yourself time. You're actually teaching them really good habits, okay? Another thing is to stay in touch with friends, because When women have children or they adopt a few too many pets, they tend to disappear from their social circles because they're stressed, or their friends just don't call on them because they're stressed. So stay in touch with your friends. Keep that connection. Even if you use, like I have an app on my phone called Marco Polo, and you tape a video and then the person watches it and then they tape a video and you can watch it. And I stay in touch with a lot of friends that way. It's amazing. Ask for help. Please don't use your kids or your pets as an excuse to get out of doing something, because that actually sends a message that you do not want to convey. It actually sends a message that you're not in control of your life, that life is in control of you. Instead, just be honest and say, I'm overwhelmed. I need help. So put your spouse or your partner or your parents or your best friend in charge for a night and say, I got to get away. Like, seriously, I need to go to the movies by myself, get the biggest box of popcorn and sneak in a martini and watch a movie. And I want to go by myself. I actually go on vacation by myself because I want a vacation from my life. I love my life, but when I go on vacation by myself, it's like, oh, this is glorious. Because I don't have to account to anybody. I don't have to ask anybody's permission of, what do you want to do, honey? No, I'm going where I want to go. I love it. So put them in charge for a night or for a weekend. Hire a babysitter. Hire a pet sitter. Get your dog into doggy daycare. Don't ever use your kids or your pets as an excuse for not taking care of yourself. Because if you're going to use them as an excuse, why do you have them? I know I'm kind of getting in your face, but why do you have them? If you're going to use them as an excuse to not live your life, because that's actually not being responsible. So, ask for help. Tell people you're sleeping. Tell everybody in your house, I'm sleeping in. Don't bother me. Seriously, don't bother me. If you bother me, everybody's grounded. Everybody, including the adults. So ask for help. Plan a getaway. You have to give yourself time each week to get away and refresh. And like I said, you can go sit in your car, listen to the Spa Channel on Sirius XM. And if you say that you cannot get away, you are codependent and you are contributing to your own exhaustion. I'm going to say that again. If you say that you cannot get away, you are codependent and you are contributing to your own exhaustion. I want you to write that down, because if you catch yourself saying that, I want you to create an affirmation that says, I am no longer codependent. I am no longer contributing to my exhaustion. Because everyone can get away with a little planning. Everyone. So focus on you for 2020. Let yourself dream and let yourself have goals. Get away for a day. I'm planning a 2-day retreat right now. I need to get away and plan 2020. I just brought a new cat in. Okay, I'll hire a pet sitter. I got a couple of great pet sitters. They'll come in and take care of them. I'm going to take care of myself because it's going to benefit him. Okay? Find inspiration. If you're a busy mom, find a busy mom blogger. Find people that inspire you. I personally love to listen to and follow Rachel Hollis, Lindsay Teague Moreno, and Lindsay Grammont, who goes by the hashtag and the website Homemade Mommy. So find inspiration. Listen to them as you're doing laundry or cleaning your kitchen. And then dive into essential oils, because they will help you with self-care, with energy, with sleep. But here's the big thing. Here's the big message. Always, always, always honor your soul and not your ego. Your ego is the one that says, I need to be a super mom. I need to get my kids into, this Chinese fusion school and this French fusion school, and they need to play soccer and rugby, and they need to do this and this and this and this, and my pets need to do this and this. I need to do this for them. That's your ego. Stop. Always honor your soul and not your ego, which actually your ego seeks approval from others and seeks pleasing others while stifling your own desires. You do not ever want to live your life to please your ego, because all you're doing is people pleasing and stifling yourself. live from your soul, which is why the next 2 months self-care is all focused on giving back and soul work. That's why you want to be on the next 2 months and watch. So let's start talking about our products that we have. So I like to break the products down between physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual body. So for physical, we have the newborn baby line called the seedlings line, not just limited to newborns, anybody. Doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how many feet you have. I use the seedlings line on animals all the time. We also have the animal sense ointment. So let me break this down. So with the seedlings line, if you have sensitive skin or if you just love the scent that is in these products, it's called Calm. This entire line is amazing. So let's break it down. The wash and the shampoo cleans your hair and skin gently without drying, makes hair soft for combing out tangles, clean ingredients, and a little goes a long way. I actually use it as shower gel. My elderly mother uses it as shampoo and shower gel. The seedlings wipes, these are so gentle and soft, they're perfect for sensitive skin. They were created for delicate little baby bottoms, but I take these on travel to clean my hands, and I use them on the bottoms of stinky pets and stinky paws. They're great to use. The seedlings lotion was created as an after bath lotion. So it's not thick like the Young Living lavender lotion. So it actually feels really great in warmer weather. And I like to use this at night because the Calm oil is in it and helps with sleep. The diaper cream is gentle and nourishing for little baby bottoms that are tender. I've used this on the bottoms of baby little kittens and pets with skin issues. It's really great for the bottom of your feet in winter. Or if you have, like I always have dry hands. It could be the middle of summer, I have dry hands. I drink tons of water. I drink 80 ounces of water a day. Why do I have dry hands? I don't know. I'll use the diaper rash cream on my hands. It's awesome. The massage oil. So this is a couple of minutes ago, I talked about reducing your calendar, simplifying your calendar so that you can actually have more time with your loved ones rather than doing things for them. Why don't you do things with them? This massage oil creates a beautiful bonding experience between you and your baby, you and your older children, you and your pet, you and your spouse or your partner. It's perfect to massage on your scalp before bedtime. I put it down the spine of nervous pets. It's amazing. It's amazing. The linen spray is so perfect to spritz on linens before bedtime. Everyone's going to love it, and you're going to have really good natural sleep. And then the seedlings Calm oil. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad this came out this summer for us to buy. It has quickly become one of my favorites. It is what is in my diffuser at night. It has lavender, coriander, ylang-ylang, bergamot, and geranium. Oh, it is amazing. It is divine. And then the animal sense ointment. This ointment is a miracle worker, and it's not just for pets. The ingredients are soothing. They are protective for anything that pets or children or us encounter. So this product was created over 20 years ago by Gary Young to put on horses that are out in the field and have skin issues. He needed something that would stick on them like a Band-Aid and not come off in weather. And this does the trick. What's great about it is you can actually put an essential oil on and then put the ointment over it, and the ointment presses the oil in. But it's got great oils in it like tea tree, palmarosa, carrot seed, geranium, patchouli, coriander, balsam fir, myrrh, bergamot, ylang-ylang, and 9 carrier oils. This is completely safe, and you notice there's tea tree in it, and it's labeled for pets. That tells you something about Young Living oils with pets. So when people say, well, I can't use tea tree with pets, especially with cats, I just point them to the animal sense ointment that has been around for over 2 decades. And actually, that was a conversation I actually had with Gary Young prior to his passing. And I asked him about this, and his response was priceless. It basically went like this. Oh, Allie, if Young Living tea tree or any other oil was killing animals, do you think we'd still be selling it or we'd even be in business? You know that other company would take us down. Good point, Gary. Good point. So the great way to use this ointment is to put the healing oils on first and then seal it with the ointment. So, with animals, I love using it for spay incisions, surgical incisions, bites, scratches. With kids, they get bites. They could get bites, scratches, they get injured. For me, this is my winter foot savior. When you apply this daily, you will be amazed at how your feet stay so soft. It's like you have a pedicure every single day through winter. It is also amazing on your face for mild acne, so get this to your teenagers. All right, let's talk about your emotional body, inner child. I actually brought this with me because when we take care, I just had to have a moment. When we take care of our two-legged or our four-legged children, sometimes we forget or we actually don't give ourselves time to be childlike because we are adulting and being responsible. So when you smell inner child, you're going to feel lighter and more playful. And it's beautiful smelling when you want to get the weight of adulting off your shoulders. When I smell this, I want to go out and swing on a swing set. I wish I had a swing set. I'd be playing on it. For your mental body, so when you're taking care of others, you may worry about them or you may have a really significant to-do list involved in taking care of them. Yeah, you got to shut that down in order to get sleep, and sleep essence is your friend. So, if you've got babies, kids, or pets that actually keep you active right up until bedtime, it can really be challenging to fall asleep quickly and to stay asleep. And this is where sleep essence is going to be your best friend. So it contains essential oils to safely help you fall asleep and stay asleep without anything addictive. You're going to want to have this. And then the last oil is 3 wise men. Oh, how I love the frankincense, sandal, and myrrh. Wow. I mean, talk about spirit in a bottle. Let's see. What else is in it? It has almond oil, Royal Hawaiian sandalwood. It has juniper. It has frank, black spruce, myrrh. It is highly spiritual. So when your kids and pets are demanding more of your time than you actually have to give to them, and you feel like you're going to snap, gift yourself a 10-minute timeout and smell this. It's called 3 Wise Men for so many reasons. I love it because it really is an aromatic gift to yourself, to calm yourself down, to calm your racing mind, to help you focus on your self-care in the moment, and to help you rejuvenate to be your best. It actually helps you release negative emotions like fear, exhaustion, frustration. It's a very spiritual oil to help you realize that you do not need to sacrifice yourself and your soul to help care for others. The best thing that you can do is to be a wise man or a wise woman and take care of yourself. So those are our products of the month. Your books of the month. Okay. Gentle Baby. If you have human babies, if you are pregnant, you need to get this book by Deborah Rayburn. She just redid it. This is the 10th anniversary edition. It is amazing. Even if you don't have babies or you're not planning to have more babies, get this because you're probably going to have friends that have questions. This is the premier educational book on how to safely use Young Living oils with babies and while pregnant. Phenomenal information. If you have pets, my book, The Oily Pet. I wrote The Oily Pet because it, to me, it's the sweet spot in between the animal desk reference that is very intricate and has a lot of great information that I consult all the time, but sometimes it's a little overwhelming and intimidating for people. And then there's like these 101 booklets that frankly are superficial and honestly have wrong information in them. I don't hand them out. I never recommend anybody get those. They're not accurate. The Oily Pet is right in between. It's going to give you the information that you need and foundational information before you even think about using oils with pets. Because if you're feeding toxic food to your pet, there's no oil in the world that's going to help you. So I talk about a toxic home, toxic food, toxic emotions, all the things that you can do, toxic pet toys, toxic bedding. Then we can start talking about oils. So this is an amazing book. I wrote it for all of you. So that is for if you have pets. And then just for you. Now, I think I recommended this book earlier in the year, like in January or February. I'm recommending it again. I'm going to read it again. I love this book. I personally love Cheryl Richardson. I've met her. She is an awesome lady. I actually, a couple of years ago, sent her a bottle of Young Living's gratitude oil because she lost her dear cat named Poupon. And we actually talked about Poupon at a conference once. So I adore her. This book is phenomenal. I sat down in one day with a big cup of hot tea and wrapped myself in a blanket, and I read this book. It's called Waking Up in Winter. And this is all about setting boundaries so that you start living the life that you want to live. I want to read you something from her website. I just read it last night. And it's about this book. And this is what Cheryl said. Like it or not, something has to give. Sustaining the status quo is weakening my emotional immune system, and my confidence and trust in myself is getting depleted. And without this inner strength, it's too easy to keep giving into what's safe and familiar rather than make the changes I know I need to make. And then there's the little problem of not knowing what to do. This is the book you want to read. It is powerful. All right. So if you've been watching this and you are loving the products that I talked about and you're not in Young Living, whoever invited you to watch this, get back with them and enroll with them. Get their member number so that they can educate you and help you. And if I invited you or if you found your way to me, I'd love to have you in my team because I have a private Facebook page for my team. I've got additional free training, free educational materials to get you started. But when you get a starter kit, you get a 24% discount because this is a lifestyle. Because you're going to be snorting Inner Child and 3 Wise Men, along with a lot of other products. Young Living has about 700 products. So to get started, just go to youngliving.com, click on Become a Member. If somebody else invited you, put in their member number as your enroller and sponsor. If nobody invited you or you found your way to me, put in my member number. You can come into my awesome team. Pick your starter kit, and then we'll get started from there. So if you want to follow me, check me out on Instagram. It's got a lot of information about oils for pets, but I also post about crystals. I post about healthy eating. I cook a lot with Young Living essential oils and bake a lot. It's a hodgepodge of information on staying well and really self-care and leading a happy life. Or you can go on my Facebook page or on my YouTube page. So thank you very much for joining in. And remember to register for next month's class. And if you registered for this ahead of the live class, I will send you the link on how to get registered. But if you haven't, just go to Manifested Harmony, click on classes and essential oil classes, and you'll find it. All right, everybody, I see no questions, so take care and have a good night.